Hi, my name is Ian Darda. I am a professional psychic and green witch in Western New York. I am going to be having my online Oracle Tools class this evening from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're wanting to learn how to use pendulums and dowsing rods and all kinds of other Oracle tools, just contact me within the next hour or so, and I could still get you in on the class list, okay? So I wanted to just continue on my solstice and equinox patterns of trees of the season meditations. And so this will be the trees of summer. And so let's all just take a moment and just start with our nice deep breathing. Okay, so we're just focusing on our breathing. You can close your eyes, releasing all of the stress that you may be holding within you. And then in your mind's eye, you're going to visualize your place of power. This is a place that you may or may not have ever been to before, but you feel safe and strong and secure in this place. It could be any landscape. Just looking around your place of power, you're going to look to the north, and you're going to notice a path that you have walked before into the woods, where you just slowly start walking to the north. And as you become embraced by the smells and sounds of forest, that earthiness and the crunching of the branches and leaves under your feet, you're going to come to a clearing within this forest. And within the center of this clearing, there is a circle of trees. And some of the trees you may have connected with in the past at the spring and winter equinoxes. But first, you're going to be drawn to a very powerful tree, the elm. It's a huge, huge tree that is just glowing. And on its bark, there is one straight line down and two going to the right. This elm tree is a guardian of the other world. It helps with purification, love, light, wisdom. It's tall and proud, standing in massive forests. And it connects us to the supernatural through elves. You can just go over to it and give it a nice hug as best you can. And feel yourself being pulled within until your arms going up into the sky, becoming branches, the great elm branches, and your roots going down into the ground. And you're just going to stand here for a moment, just feeling the energies of the supernatural, of the elves. You may even find or see some elves or fairies around. But this is your connection to wisdom, love, and light. What wisdom are you needing to study now? And how do you connect to the supernatural realm now? You can contemplate this and know that you can come back here at any time to connect with the elm tree more. But you're slowly going to start bringing your branches down and slowly start bringing your roots back up until you are your human self again, standing inside of this massive elm tree. And then you'll slowly start melting out of the tree until you're once again standing there hugging it. And as you take one last look at the rune on the bark, You thank it and know that you can come back at any time. And then you feel a call of a different sort. You see a tree glowing with the light of the sun. This is the silver birch tree, very feminine, healing energy that draws you to it. She has silvery white bark that gleams in the light of the sun. She's called Lady of the Woods. And the water collected from under her is healing. You can just go over and you notice the rune carved into the bark is one line straight down and one line going to the right. You can just give this silver birch a loving hug and feel yourself getting pulled into the tree where your arms become branches once again and your feet become roots going down into the ground. And as you become the silver birch, you feel this sense of peace and healing and calm. And the silver birch, she represents healing and peace in times of conflict. How do you bring healing and peace into your life, especially if there's any conflict? How do you nurture those healing and peaceful energies within your own life? Just taking a moment to contemplate this, and then you can slowly start bringing your roots back up and slowly start bringing your branches down until you're once again your human self standing in the center of the silver birch. And then you slowly start melting out of the tree and thank her one last time, knowing that you can always come back here to connect with her more. And then you finally feel this pulsing, strong, vital energy coming to you from the center tree. This is the oak, the king of the trees. He is the chieftain. And you are being called to come over to this oak tree and give it a nice big hug. And as you notice the rune on his bark, there is one line straight down and two lines going out to the left. This is the Oak King who loses to the Holly King at midsummer and passes the crown to the dark half of the year. He is the chieftain of all the trees. He is longevity and health, sexuality and stability. He is grounding and enduring. He represents ancient knowledge. Doors and thresholds and boundaries were built from oak. And as you slowly start melting into the oak tree and having your arms going up into the sky becoming branches, and your feet going down into the ground becoming roots, you feel that strength and vitality coursing through you as you become the oak tree. And just contemplating the meaning of the oak, and that it is the doorway to knowledge as well as boundaries, keeping those that are not wanted in out and those that are loved inside. How do you maintain your boundaries, your doors, your thresholds? How do you make sure that you are being the leader in your own life and not allowing others to walk all over you. And when you're ready, you can slowly start bringing your roots back up and bringing your branches back down. Until you're once again your human self standing in the tree. And then you start melting out of the tree until you're standing there hugging it. Know that you can come back here to this grove of trees, these sacred trees, at any time to further your lessons that they teach to you. And as you get back onto the path through the woods and forest, walking back to your place of power, you can contemplate the lessons of these 3 trees of summer. And when you finally get back to your astral place of power, know that you can come back here at any time and slowly start bringing yourself back, opening up your eyes, patting yourself gently, bringing yourself back into your own awareness, into your own room. Take a nice deep breath. I hope that you enjoyed this short little tree of summer meditation. If you're interested, I have other meditations on my YouTube channel, the trees of spring and the trees of winter, that we just look at the different energies of each one of these trees that are connected to the Celtic Oghams. And I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.